So daytime TV legend Maury Povich and his wife, Connie Chung, have been married for 36 years. They recently revealed that when they first started dating, they were non-exclusive for the first 7 years. So I gotta ask, would you date someone non-exclusively for 7 years?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Dang.
I'm just gonna say no starting off, because by 7 years, like, okay, for one, y'all know I don't really want to be married or anything, but by 7 years, like, we supposed to be getting married. You feel me?
Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know you didn't want to be
Yeah, I
married.
didn't know that either.
Oh, y'all didn't know that? Oh,
No, you never said that. Like,
y'all didn't see everybody talking shit about me on the blogs. Y'all gonna act like y'all
No.
ain't see it? Okay, well, act like I didn't say that. Because I would love to not get into it. Anybody else?
Yeah, no, my thing is with this situation, right? I think if you say you're non-exclusive in the beginning, I don't think that's your person, because I've been in situations where I think it depends. Like, you know who you're just dating for fun, and you know who you want, and you know who you don't want anybody else to have. So if you're just exclusive off top, because I always wonder that too. Like, I'm like, how do you even, if you've been with somebody for 10 years, okay, do you crave somebody else sometimes? Does that happen? You know, but I think when you meet the right person, you're going to want to dedicate 100% to that person. So I just don't think that's really your person. It may be like a twin flame rather than a soulmate, you know, if you're in an open relationship like that.
Well, I was going to say, what it sounds like they had was an open relationship for 7 years.
Yeah.
And they probably were living in different sides of the country. So if I was living on the opposite side of the country from someone that I could see a future with and I love them, I absolutely could do it for 7 years. If I knew that I would fall in love with them and I knew that I could be with them for the rest of my life, yeah. But if it was just a fling, just like, you know, I like you, you fly, I couldn't, there's no way I could do that, because that's just an open relationship.
So wait, so Anton, have you ever been in an open relationship? I'm gonna pick on you.
Dang, that was
Yes.
Thank you. Not picking on me. Thank you. Go to Tom.
You're welcome.
Go to the other guy.
You're welcome.
Go to the other guy on the show. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're
prepare
welcome.
you for that.
But you're not done.
No, I've never been in an open relationship, but I will say that I was in a relationship and we decided to bring someone else in for one night and have some fun. I definitely have done that.
Just
but
say
that
what
was
it is, Anton. Trying to make it sound all professional.
We brought somebody in, you know, we were just having a good time. You know,
Invited someone over.
you know, so we had a threesome. We had a threesome, but my relationship was very solid. So if I did not have a solid relationship, I never would have allowed that to happen. But I'm way too protective. I'm way too needy to allow my partner to just go have sex with somebody else and just be cool with that. I could never let that happen.
Pretty. Since Jamie came at you, I got to ask you this question. When you do bring somebody into your loving relationship and you do this threesome and all of this, do you think it affects your relationship with that person you love?
For me, it did not. And for my relationship, it did not, because before we went into it, we had rules. We talked about it. And like I said, my relationship was very secure. We had communication with each other. And afterwards, it just made us, you know, it made the sex better. We were more in love with each other, you know, it just kind of heightened everything. But I have seen some situations where when they've invited other people in their relationship, one of the partners starts cheating on that person with that person, and they don't have, you know, that strong bond to begin with. So when you have a rocky foundation to start off with, of course, it'll change the relationship, but you have to be strong in it.
With that being said, could I kind of take over the ship? And I want to bring things to this situation, because I don't think people ever realize that we are products of who we date. You know, forget beliefs, forget what your family taught you. The person who you date is going to have a bigger impact on you. Yeah. And have y'all ever experienced like that person who you actually dated influenced you so much that you kind of lost yourself?
What about you, Romeo?
Right, let's turn it right back on you, brother. Right back on you, sir.
Well, let me tell you, because I was having a conversation with a friend literally yesterday about this, and we were talking about how like she thought she loved somebody, right? And she was talking about how one of her relationships, it was a great relationship and it was for years and years, but she never realized that she was never taught what love really is. She was never taught how what romance really looks like. She was just taught what this guy taught her. And I was like, damn, you got gypped from love. Like, this guy's supposed to send you flowers. He was in a relationship over 4 years. He didn't send you flowers. You know, you were in a relationship and he didn't make you feel like you were in a fairy tale. And that's just what I don't want young kids to think that just because somebody choose you, that they choose you, you know?
Now, was this a friend, Romeo, or was this like
I'm like, Romeo always like,
you sound like you trying
I'm not gonna give y'all details. This person may be somebody more than a friend that I'm trying to talk to, or it may just be
okay, there we go. There we go.
I'm having deep conversations with the people in my circle because I do know that we are victims of our past. And in order to really get to know somebody, you got to get to know what they've been through, you know?
What I wanted to know is, do you make your girls feel like they're in a fairy tale? Because, you know, a lot of girls, you know, we want that. You know, that's what we're looking for. But guys are like, this isn't a fairy tale. Like, do you think you in a Cinderella movie? So
I'm just saying,
I'm dead.
When I bring future Miss Miller, I'm going to let y'all ask her yourself, because I am one of those guys. I'm like, go out your way. I got 4 sisters. When you with me, my girl never get out the car to pump gas. She's never touching no gas station, nothing like that. It's like, I remember one date I went on, I surprised my shawty. She had a photo shoot in Miami. I went on the airplane and brought out the whole row just so I could sit next to her. So it's like one of those things. I think there are people out there who's going to make life feel like a fairy tale. Now, is it perfect? No, but you got to keep fighting for somebody. And for the right person, that divine partner, I'm always going to go out the way for that person.
Wow, that was
wow.
Maybe
a lot of tears, a lot of tears. That was so good. Oh
hello, future Miss Miller. If you watch,
not future Miss Miller.
Hello,
I can't wait to come to the wedding.
I know. I'm waiting on your invitation. Thank you ahead of time. Yeah. But okay, listen. As you guys know, I am the youngest. So like, when it comes to stuff like that, like dating, obviously I am not that knowledgeable. So like when it comes to like, you know, fairy tale, like Zonique said, like what does that mean to you necessarily?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody?
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
I know Zonique got a lot to say.
Right, I know she has a lot to say.
Yeah.
I live in a movie. I've always lived in movies. So it's like, I'm really the wrong person to ask, because me saying like, oh, you think you're in a Cinderella movie? Yeah, I really expect that. So it gets bad on my side. You know, I expect all types of things.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like, you supposed to expect that. But there's going to be that, huh? Would never even think about that, because they're like, I never seen this. Like, I got to settle. Why do women?
But is it an unrealistic?
That's what I was gonna say, Anton. If I get where you're going, because me at 24, I'm like, does this perfect guy really exist? Like,
be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, like
no, Romeo. Sorry, no,
they don't.
Yes,
right. No, yeah, like I try to.
We just broke Romeo's heart, by the way.
Y'all don't think the perfect man is out there for you?
No.
I don't think that they're necessarily thinking that the perfect man isn't out there for them. But I don't think there is a perfect man. There is not a perfect woman. No one is perfect.
Right.
I think we all have flaws. So I think if you have this idea that we're going to have a fairy tale and I need the perfect lover, then that's unrealistic. You should buy for someone who is amazing for you.
No, it's not, Ton. It's not, because at the end of the day, you get to choose who you're going to give that fairy tale to, because you're going to fight. You're going to try. Nobody's perfect, but somebody's going to be worth it. And there's going to be somebody out there who's going to fight for you more than the next dude.
And because you said that, before I move on, one of our viewers, Latanya Hunt, I hope I said that right. She says, I think guys choose the women they want to treat like a queen or a princess. Also, it's what we tolerate as women.
Oh, yeah. Hunt, I love you, shawty. What's her Instagram? Go repost to it.
Please get Latanya Hunt on the phone for Romeo Miller.
Oh, please, how long can we get her top?
Latanya, I need backup, shawty.
Okay.